Hello, I'm Emily Ellis, and today I will be speaking to y'all about why the legal drinking age should not be lowered. So first of all, many people think the drinking age should be lowered, but it definitely should not. I'm going to be providing you with some statistics to persuade you to be on my side. So what would happen if the legal drinking age was lowered? Well, the brain does not fully develop until age 25, and so one could only imagine about how dangerous that would be, because people of my age, which is 17 or 18 or 19 or whatever, cannot fully process what they're doing, and they'll get in a vehicle and they'll crash, possibly. So the first statistic I'm going to be providing you is from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and it says that the 21 law has saved 23,733 lives since states began raising the drinking ages in 1975. So that just kind of proves that the legal drinking age is good where it is right now. And an average of 11 American teens die each day from alcohol-related crashes. So that could be prevented if they made better choices and did not drink alcohol when they should not be able to. And the 21 law is predicted on the fact that drinking is more dangerous for youth because they're still developing mentally and physically, and they lack experience and are more likely to take risks. And that is all from Robert Boaz, and he wrote an article that was why the drinking age should be lowered. And so I have a picture, and it's of two teens in a car, and they are drinking and they're about to get in a crash. So here's that picture. You can see how really dangerous this is about to be. And I also printed off my PowerPoint because my technology is not up to par to show both. So the next point I'm going to be making is that ignorance about alcohol is very common, and that's what causes teens to drink in the first place, because they don't know about how damaging alcohol can be. And Ruth Ings wrote an opinion-based article about why the drinking age should not be lowered, and she says, outside of adult supervision in rooms and apartments where same-age individuals congregate because of lack of knowledge of responsible drinking behaviors. So they act in these behaviors because they think it's cool or they think it's awesome. And I often hear stories at school about how kids just go out and drink and then they get in cars because they don't know that it's so dangerous, and many teens do not think of the consequences that come from drinking. And then my third point I'm going to make to persuade you to think that the drinking age should not be lowered is the availability in alcohol in general. If alcohol did not exist, obviously we would not have these problems, but I know people get around it all the time, and teens get it from their parents or other teens, and it's easily to get, and which is the main problem here. And if alcohol, most people just hear about drunk driving accidents and feel sad for people and do not consider the actual consequences. And so sometimes people think, well, that just happens to other people. Well, it could happen to you if you do not take the consequences seriously. And so along with the quotes I quoted from Robert Boaz, he also said, research shows that back when some states still had a minimum drinking age of 18, youths in those states who are under 21 drank more and continued to drink more as adults in their early 20s. And so if you start younger, you are more likely to either become an alcoholic or whatever, or, potentially die early on because you've been drinking since you were a young age, and it feels relaxing to you after so long. And that's what you turn to if you have problems. So, in conclusion, I have persuaded you to believe that the drinking age should in fact not be lowered. Young people do not know what they are doing when they consume too much alcohol. So therefore, the 21 law has saved so many lives, and it will continue to save lives if we keep it that way. Or potentially higher the drinking age to 25, which is when the brain is actually fully developed, so people would be making smarter choices. Thank you for your time.